Hello dear viewers, welcome to the World of Legends channel. Today, I have a story from the dusty pages of ancient Libya for you. The protagonist of our story is a mysterious man who tried to declare himself a god, Apsethus. We will explore his intriguing relationship with parrots and how he made history. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Now, let's start our story. In the vast desert lands of ancient Libya, under the shadow of mysterious temples, people lived lives filled with superstitions. In this setting, a man named Apsethus decided to declare himself a god. Apsethus was not an ordinary man, he was intelligent, charismatic, and an impressive speaker. However, these talents did not satisfy him. He wanted people to worship him. In Apsethus's mind, being a god was far more appealing than being an ordinary human. One day, while wandering in the market, Apsethus noticed something that caught his attention: parrots. These colorful and talkative birds could mimic human voices. This ability sparked a plan in Apsethus's mind. Could he deceive people using these parrots? Could he make them say, "I am a god," and get people to believe he was truly a deity? This thought excited Apsethus, and he decided to act immediately. Apsethus quickly took action and captured several parrots. He took them home and began their training. The first step was to repeatedly say the phrase, "I am a god," to the parrots. This process was quite challenging because it took time for the parrots to say the phrase correctly. Days, weeks, and months passed as Apsethus patiently trained the parrots. As each parrot started to say, "I am a god," correctly, Apsethus's plan was gradually taking shape. The parrots, after Apsethus's patient training, began to clearly say the phrase, "I am a god." Now, Apsethus was ready to move to the next stage. He released the parrots and sent them to various parts of the city. The parrots flew around the city, continuously repeating the phrase, "I am a god." Initially, people were bewildered by this situation. The phrase spoken by the birds raised questions in their minds. Over time, the constant repetition of "I am a god" by the parrots began to change the mindset of the city's inhabitants. People started to believe that Apsethus might indeed be a god because of this extraordinary occurrence. Apsethus organized a large meeting in the city square and addressed the crowd. He told them that the parrots were delivering his message and that he was truly a god. This speech had a profound effect on the people, and many began to believe in him. Apsethus's fame spread beyond the city limits to surrounding villages and towns. People flocked to see this god and worship him. Apsethus took advantage of this situation by organizing various rituals and performances to strengthen the people's belief in him. Each performance reinforced the belief that he was a god. However, some people continued to question this situation. The skeptics began to search for concrete evidence to believe in Apsethus's divinity. A group of wise men and philosophers analyzed the parrot's speech and realized it was not a natural phenomenon. They understood that Apsethus had somehow manipulated this situation. But revealing this information to the public was difficult given Apsethus's growing power and influence. As Apsethus's power and influence grew, the number of people who dared to confront him decreased. However, the wise philosophers decided to devise a plan to expose this situation. According to the plan, they would capture the parrots and retrain them to reveal Apsethus's deceit. Thus, the truth would be unveiled to the people. The philosophers secretly captured the parrots and began teaching them new phrases. These phrases would expose Apsethus's deceit. Parrots were taught phrases like "Apsethus is human" and "Apsethus is a liar." These parrots were then released back into the city. They roamed among the people, repeating the new phrases. The new phrases spoken by the parrots caused great astonishment in the city. When people heard phrases like Apsethus is human and Apsethus is a liar instead of I am a god, they were shocked. This situation created great turmoil among the people. Apsethus quickly lost credibility in the eyes of the people. Apsethus held emergency meetings and tried to address the people to control the situation. However, the phrases spoken by the parrots had left a deep mark on the people's minds. They no longer believed what Apsethus said. The philosophers confronted Apsethus in front of the people and proved his deceit. Under this pressure, Apsethus could no longer endure and attempted to flee. Apsethus's flight confirmed in the people's minds that he was indeed a fraud. The people stopped believing in his divinity entirely and started search efforts to capture him. Apsethus, fearing capture, tried to hide. However, the people's anger did not subside, and they wanted to find him and bring him to justice. Eventually, Apsethus was captured and judged in front of the people. His deceit and manipulations were laid bare for everyone to see. This event led to greater awareness among the people and made them more cautious. Apsethus was severely punished for his actions, and this situation served as a cautionary tale for others. Apsethus's story became an important lesson about the consequences of blind faith. This story, which began with parrots saying, I am a god, ended with the truth being revealed. This event reminded people once again to adopt a questioning and critical mindset. Apsethus's story continued to live on as a legend passed down through generations in ancient Libya. Dear viewers, today we have told you the intriguing and lesson-filled story of Apsethus. I hope you enjoyed this story and took away some important lessons. If you like stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Also, leave your comments below and share your suggestions for future videos. See you in the next video. Goodbye.